and welcome to the Frisbee Fridays first ever One Piece anime review. So without further ado, here we go on our first one. One Piece chapter 958, The Promised Harbor. This was a really highly anticipated chapter after last week's chapter, with everything that we got revealed, with the bounties, with everything that's been happening before that. This has been, because we've been wondering, are we going to get more or are we going back to Wano? What is going on? And we didn't know. So it's been the talk of Twitter lately. So we go back with Gang Beige's All My Family Volume 8. So your sisters, Lola just left for Dressrosa a few days ago. Now, I'm going to check when the official release drops, but I'm pretty sure this is a scanlation error. I think it's your sisters, Lola just left from Dressrosa a few days ago. That would make more sense. Then we wouldn't even know where she's going. It leaves a lot more to like what's going on. And that rock formation looks like Dressrosa. All the major anime reviewers thought we were already on Dressrosa. So to leave for it wouldn't really make sense. Unless if he just means to go into the city. But I think it's left from Dressrosa. We'll find out when the official chapter drops, but we'll see what's going on. They all seem pretty shocked too, so it means that she's pretty close. Okay. We open up page 1 on Roger. That's right, we get a Roger flashback, and I am so excited for when the official release drops because I can't wait to watch Roger's base react to this and see that we get an actual Gold D Roger canon flashback, and it has the egg. We see it, it's there, the egg is confirmed. I don't think it's Momonosuke. It's way too big to be that. The time, I don't think, would really add up. I mean, I guess it would with the time skip, but I still don't think it is, because just the size of that egg doesn't really make sense. Unless it's both of them. It could be both kids, but I don't think so. So, we get some of Roger's personality. We get to see him, we get to see Crocus, we get to see some other members, we get to see that he was a drunk and that he loved to brawl with anybody who told him no, which just fits because he was the Pirate King, he could do whatever he wants, and he just brawls with Crocus, and it is amazing. Next, we move on to seeing Odin. Now, this probably won't amount to anything. I'm not really thinking it's going to be anything serious, but when I saw Odin, the first thing I thought was, that guy kind of looks like Van Auger. Like, his silhouette, Van Auger, that's the first thing I thought of. I don't think it's going to amount to anything, but it was just really interesting to me. What also is interesting is that we see that Rayleigh has a very big interest in Van Auger, or in Odin, sorry, as well as Buggy and Shanks. Of course, they could just be in it because they want to, please the higher-ups, but they probably really liked Odin too. He looks like a cool guy. We haven't really seen much of him. We also, I don't know if this has been ever revealed before because I didn't know, but we get to see that Taro and Jiro officially are the older son and the younger son. I mean, maybe some people who know this actually already knew it, but I didn't. So it's good. It's cool for me to actually see it because now I know. And we have Odin talking about how he never understood why the borders were closed. Like, he's been on Whitebeard's ship, he's seen the world, now he's been on Roger's ship, and they're calling him back to be Shogun. He thinks they're selfish, but he won't tell them, which is fine. And he's going to keep the fire alive inside of him. And he then toasts them with a drink, saying that when he gets back, he's going to wait 20 years and he's going to open the borders. Well, he's going to open the borders and wait 20 years for the future to come. What was that future to come? It looks like it was this one. So I just wanted to do a quick voiceover saying that I have since seen other scans saying that it was not a dream that he wants to achieve in 20 years, but a dream that he has instead had for 20 years, which honestly makes more sense than what I read and I'm just going to go with that until I see the official translation. And then we cut back 25 years into the future. So this happened 25 years ago, so this will help the major reviewers and help analyze a timeline better, and I'll be able to watch theirs, and because I won't make my own video. I don't have the knowledge and resources that they do. They have way more information, so I'm just going to wait for theirs, because Tekking will do a video. I know he will. Wano Arc Act 3. Start. And we open on the Shogun's procession in Hakumai in Habu Harbor. It's a beautiful day with beautiful panels. And then we cut to the big spread panel. Now we have the Shogun celebrating what a beautiful day it is. Almost as if it's celebrating him. Now I'm gonna cut out for a moment, because I have to talk about something that I've believed for a long time. People don't like to hear it. People don't like it because I don't have very much evidence to back it, but it's just something that I have personally believed for a long time. And that is that Uranus is in Wano. And I think that this chapter is showing some of what Uranus can do, that he can control the weather with it. Now, I'm not saying that Dragon can't also with his Devil Fruit, because we've seen Dragon change some weather aspects with his Devil Fruit, but I think what this does is give him total control of the weather. He could do anything he wants with it. Tornado, it doesn't matter. And I think that's how Wano has been kept safe for all these years, because if anybody would ever try to invade, they would just make it so, nope, storms, whirlpool, it doesn't matter. He used the weapon to keep, they've used the weapon to keep Wano safe from invaders, and that's how they've kept their borders closed, and that's how they've kept the world government from invading, actually, and just taking what they want from Wano, because it seems like they want Wano. There's a lot of good stuff in Wano, and I think that's how they've kept themselves safe, is Uranus. I want to hear your thoughts, so leave comments on that. Nobody will probably believe me, but if there are any, I want to hear why you think why, just because that's something I personally believed, and have actually received a lot of hate on Twitter for believing. So we cut back to the big page now. It's got Orochi celebrating, and it's got the citizens celebrating. Now what's interesting about this is Orochi's retainers look really irritated at the citizens, like they don't like what they're doing or what they're yelling. So I'm curious where that's going to lead. It also then reveals that this year Kuroshiro is going to have to guard the capital. Now this is where Oda is notorious and fun, because there's going to be the people who are going to go, well, this is it. This is how we're doing it. This is the way to do it. And then there's going to be people going, no, this is a red herring. They're just trying to make us think that this is how they're going to do it, so that way it's something else and it smacks you in the face. And then there's me, who believes that this is a red herring of a red herring, that they're making us think it's going to be too easy for Kuroshiro to do this, and then he is actually going to do it, which I'll get into later what I think he's going to do a little bit of. And they're all saying poor guy, and they're sad that he can't come. And then we get probably one of the most beautiful pages I've seen, a scene that I can't wait until I see it get animated. They're setting off, and you see all of the leaves, and you see the beautiful harbor, and I can't wait to see this scene in the anime, because it's going to be gorgeous. And then we have the Shogun is wanting to get drunk. He's wanting to drink. He's like, bring me the sake already. And then it's funny because some of his guys are like, we should wait for Kaido. And he's like, nah, Kaido's already drunk. Let's just start drinking. It doesn't matter. And then the narrator goes on to tell us that every year, once a year, these two meet at Onigashima to have a banquet with both their armies. And it's probably a huge ordeal, because you can't have that many people get together and not have problems. And Big Mom's there this year. Jesus. Then we cut back to the capital Another beautiful day. The fire festival is starting. I didn't know this, but apparently it's illegal to drink in Wano, so the sake gets locked away, and now they can all bring it out because the ban is lifted for today, so everybody can get drunk while they party, and everybody wants to get ready, and they're having fun, and they're dancing, and there's a full moon. What? Yeah, that's right. We're getting a full moon tonight. We have minks, and a lot of them. I think you can see where we're going with this. So, this is another, is it gonna be that easy, or is it a red herring? I don't know. Because if they can control the weather, they could probably block out the clouds if they're attacked anyways. I don't know how fast they could use it or where this weapon is, but maybe it's Orochi's fruit. That would be interesting. That's why his fruit's so powerful. Because it is the weapon. Probably not, but we'll see. It's then revealed to us that the seasons of Wano can change on a drop. It could be in Hakumai, it could be one in Udon. It's a completely different weather pattern. And they could just change on a drop. And they could be the same, they could be different, it doesn't matter. Now my question with this is, Hakumai and Udon are right next to each other. So where's the line in the middle where the storms stop and Wonderful starts? Because I feel like you would be able to see the waves. Because they're horrible, they're high waves in Udon. And I feel like you would be able to see them from Hakumai, but I guess you can't. Okay. Maybe it's the geography, but we don't know. And then we get the panel. The panel that everybody's using, the panel that everybody's seen. The panel of 7 of our 9 sheaths facing Onigashima. The waves are just forming like a block, so that's all you can see. And just everybody's sad, and there's destruction everywhere, and nobody's there. Not a single ship. Nobody's there. Nobody's in the mines. Nothing. We also get to see Kiko in probably the most badass Ronin armor I think we've seen so far. And then we have Shutenmaru, who reveals that it looks like there's been a battle here. What happened? And then we have Kinemon, who's using the snails. And he's calling into the snails, and he's checking the slip, and he's like, this is where we're supposed to be, Tokage Harbor, the promised harbor. Where is everybody? Why is nobody here? What's going on? And then they reveal what has happened in one day, and you just get to see even more destruction of the ships, just landlocked and broken. And I don't think the question is, was it just a storm, or were they actually attacked? And I think they were actually attacked, but I don't think they were beaten, because they had 4,000 people. Jinbei, I don't think Kid was there, but they should have had. Law was probably there by then. Luffy, Zoro with his new sword. They have a lot. They had the lineup. Nobody but Big Mom and Kaido themselves could have stopped them, unless if literally all the commanders from both teams showed up, but they're probably at the party. So what happened? And then we cut back to the capital with the little girl revealing that knowledge is known, that has something happened, you guys look like something's going on. And they're carrying a gondola. Now, it looks to me like these are smile users, some people who suffer from the smile and just are stuck laughing because they're smiling while carrying this very heavy thing. At least 2 out of the 3 are. So, we'll find out what's up with that. What's really interesting is that Usopp is on that gondola. You can't tell me he's not. That is Usopp. That's Usopp's hair. It's his long nose. Usohachi is on that gondola playing the guitar. What is he doing there? We don't know. And then we cut back to Kinemon, who is now doing the horrible thing of yelling all of their allies into the snail. And even the snail is doing ... meaning that somebody is probably listening. He's yelling Luffy, Hyogoro, Inuyarashi, Musketeers Law, Jinbei, and Kibi. That's right. Check page 9 of 955. I think I was doing a live review. I don't think so, but I think I did, so you should check it. That's Jinbei. That is 100% Jinbei on page 9, 955, the lower corner. That's Jinbei carrying stuff to the ships. He was there. And now we have Kinemon just reveal all of those people into the snail. He also reveals who they are, what has happened to them, and why they're there. He gives it away. He reveals everything. And now we think, and we go back to the last page. The gondola in the capital. It's Hiroshiro broadcasting this to the entire capital to rally this, probably the whole Wano, everything but Onigashima, honestly, probably. That's why nobody could respond, because nobody could respond because everybody was just listening, because they were broadcasting it. They weren't talking back to them. You know, it makes sense. It does. He revealed everything. He gave away everything, and it's shown that the snail, somebody's listening to the snail. You know, unless if it's the snail himself, but I think it's somebody on the other, like somebody's on the other line, and it's everybody in Wano, because Kuroshiro just broadcasted to everybody that they're back. They're here, they're back, and they're ready to win. And then next chapter, we're going to get the reveal that he's Denjiro, the last guy that we've been waiting for, and yeah. Happy days, and then everybody's going to rally to them. And then we're going to find out where these guys actually were, because their ships, I'm guessing it was just their ships were destroyed. I'm guessing that before they could launch, Kuroshiro was like, hey, you guys are going to get attacked. You need to get out of there. Like, just leave the ships. I've got a set of ships you can use. Just let those ones get destroyed. They'll think you've been beaten. Just let him do it. Like, he'll think he won. That's what I think has happened. I don't know if somebody else has said that. I haven't watched anybody's reviews. I'm going to watch Tekking's when I'm done with this. I wanted to make sure I made mine first before I even watch his. And watch. I'm going to take this. I'm going to get this W. I usually get the L, but I'm going to get this W. That's what happened. Mark my words. And then you have probably a moment that actually almost made me tear up reading it last night. Kinemon is screaming into it that we need help. We need, and then he gets cut off by Ashuradoji Shutenmaru, who is like, that's enough. Like, he doesn't say it, but he's like, you're basically disgracing yourself. Stop. Like, the seas and the skies, we've been abandoned by heaven. Like, of course men would leave us. Like, why wouldn't they? And then Kanjuro says something had to have happened. Yeah, something did happen. They got saved and they let their ships get broken. I guarantee you. Because they had too stacked of a lineup. There's no way that something else could have happened. You know? I mean, maybe, but it would have had to have been pretty crazy. So we'll see. And then we get the most terrifying news of all. That we're on break next week. And that, you know, Orochi actually did do something. Because he's got an absolutely terrifying look on his face when it reveals that something did happen last night. And I believe something did. They just destroyed the ships, that's all. And maybe a small force, but definitely not their main fleet. And then also on the last page, we have one of the other saddest moments was as Inuyarashi just picks up a rowboat and he's like, this looks good, like, let's go. Like, his spirit, you know, I don't think he's got much left. You know, he's like, let's just go die. You know, like those guys did in the chapter a while ago. They're snatching, you know. Like, just let's wipe our minds and let's just go. Because he can't do anything more. He's done. So, like I said, One Piece on break next week, which is going to be sad because, you know, what... This is such a cliffhanger that there's so many speculations that we can do. There's going to be so many theory videos. I can't wait to watch them. I might try to make one, but I don't know, because I feel like anything I could say, they're just going to say, but better. We'll see. I might see what they say, and if they don't make what I think, I'll do my own. We'll find out. But I'm super excited for 2 weeks from now to see what happens, and I am going to make a video on that one too. Even after making this, I really think I think I'm done with live reactions for now. Maybe in enough time, if I grow enough people and people really want me to, I will. But as of right now, it's just too much of a hassle with my young children. So I'm going to do reviews because it's just easier. I can edit this either later today or tonight so I can get it up before midnight. It's only one day late compared to when the chapter dropped, so that's still really good, and I'm only going to get better from here. So, like the video, because, I work hard on these, and I mean, it's a lot for me. So, like it to support it. It would mean a lot to me. If you really, really want to support me, please subscribe. It would mean even more to me. Comment whether you want to like or not. Leave criticism so that way I can know what I'm doing better. Leave what I did wrong. Like, even if it's not a problem, like if it's just something that kind of bugged you, just be like, hey, you're doing this a lot. Like, try to stop that. I gotta figure this stuff out, and I'm only gonna get better if this stuff gets pointed out. Leave compliments too. I like compliments. I'd love to see them. I'd love to just hear what you guys think also. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. If you have any theories, let me know. And at the end of next chapter, I'll shout out the theory with you guys in it. If you guys don't have a YouTube, but you still want your voice to be heard, that's why I started doing mine. And I just really want us to communicate so that way we can get our thoughts out there, so we can get more theories and get more ideas. And it would be wonderful to hear from the fan base. So like, comment, subscribe, tune in for future videos, and just have a great day. Thanks. Bye.